What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. I was going to say happy hump day, child. Look at me trying to rush the week. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope everybody is having a happy Tuesday to you all. Let's get into it, you guys. We're not going to be here long today because I am backed up. I owe y'all some reviews. So we are not going to be here long today, honey. We're not going to be here long today, okay? Let me say hi to my people. Hey, Lemon Kush. What's going on, Mr. Willie Brown? Hey, Abby. Alexa Play, come on in the room. Yes, Alexa Play, come on in the room. Hey, Tan. What's up, Cool Gamer? Hey, Amber. Time with B. Shalom. Hey, how you doing? Mimi, L Love. Hey, Layla. How you doing, Morgan? Hey, everybody. Rush it. I'm ready to fly. Ooh, not rush it. I'm ready to fly. Okay, then, dude. Okay. Hey, what's up, princess? How you doing, my love? Um, Child, I got a pack. Listen, look at this. And look, somebody calling me as soon as I go live. Child, I will call him back, honey. Markel. Child. Um, yeah, honey, I gotta pack and stuff and get myself together. I gotta get my toes did because I think I'm gonna pack me some sandals this weekend, honey. So anyway, can you be there for a little over an hour so I can get around this lake 2 times? I mean, I don't know. I was gonna do an hour. I was gonna try to get in and get out. So yeah, you should be able to get around the lake. Okay. I gotta unpack the repack. Now listen, I ain't gonna judge you because y'all want me to show y'all something. Y'all want me to show y'all a little something? Hold on. Let me see if I show y'all something. That's the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, there go my suitcase right there on the bed. I mean on the couch. So I have the suitcase there so I can pack, honey. And I may or may not have taken everything out of the suitcase from Atlanta. I may or may not have. Okay. I took the dirty clothes out, but I may or may not have taken the other things out. But I don't think that's a suitcase I'm gonna take because that suitcase I think I would have to check, and I ain't trying to check no luggage. So I'm probably gonna take my little small suitcase that I know I don't have to check, and that's upstairs. So, but anyway, where am I going? Well, going on a going out of town this weekend with Ebby. I tell y'all when we get there. I tell y'all when we get there. Everybody can't know where we going yet. We'll tell y'all when we get there. I may or may not have been avoiding putting on makeup so I don't have to unpack. You know what? Woo! And let me tell y'all something. That hotel room from the Boss Baby Awards weekend in Atlanta. Can I tell you that Abby and I tore that damn desk up? Hey Pat, Abby and I tore that damn desk up between her makeup and my makeup and powder and blush and you good, LT, you good, babe, you good. And Shabarko, child, we tore that damn desk up, honey. I said, I know when we left, they were like, "What the hell?" China White, child. It does seem like I've been traveling a lot these last couple of months. I feel. Ain't gonna Pat talk about something that you have, but okay. So I'm going out of town this weekend, and then I don't think I go anywhere until the end of June, and then the end of July. So okay, what up, Il Teddy? So listen, I think I might have to do a politics. I'm starting to get my mojo back with the politics. I'm starting to watch it a little bit more. I'm starting to follow it a little bit more. Maybe because I feel like the hammer is finally starting to fall on some of these people. I think part of my getting away from doing politics was just like I think I was just tired of feeling like the blatant violation of the foundation of our government was just being violated, and it just seemed like There was nothing that anybody could do, would do, and I just couldn't keep doing it. So maybe I'm getting my mojo back a little bit because I feel like some stuff is starting to finally rear its ugly head, you know. So I don't know. I may have a politics in me. Talk about this Rudy Giuliani situation. I may have a politics. I may have it in me, y'all. I ain't saying today, and I'm not even saying tomorrow. It might not happen until I get back next week. But I may finally feel like talking about some stuff. Child, El Teddy stay out of town. But for today, we talk about the Foo La La and the Shukanani. First of all, thank you to my new members that have joined and rejoined. Thank you. I think in the last day, a couple of people have rejoined my membership and some people have joined the membership. So welcome, 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 and thank you for being here. You guys, y'all know how we do over here, honey. Y'all know how we do over here. Okay, so listen, who I want to talk about first, honey? Ooh, what I want to talk about first. I'm gonna pick up on this story. El Teddy talked about this a few minutes ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it again. Um, Nick Cannon said that he got the Mother's Day cards mixed up for all his baby mamas. Hey, Jay Parrish, I have not seen you in a while. I talk about politics, and here comes Jay Parrish. What's up, Star? I can only hope that at this point you're just trolling us. I can only hope that you are trolling us because last week you said that you decide which one of your baby mamas you're going to sleep with based on who calls you first. And at this point, I just had to assume that you are just trolling us, that you are just playing with this whole, I got 12 babies and all these baby mamas. I can only hope that you are trolling us because that don't even make no damn sense. First of all, a couple of your baby mamas, you're not even sleeping with no more. I know Mariah ain't letting you hit it. That's your first baby mama, okay? And then the other baby mama, the black girl, said that she done with you too. She got a whole new boyfriend. Now that don't mean that she ain't letting you creep. I'm just saying I don't think she is, okay? And then for you to say that you got your cards mixed up, sir, you know, we got this wonderful new invention. It's called a pen. Write the person's name on the front of the damn card. I bought a few Mother's Day cards this last week, and you know what I did? I wrote the person's name on the front so I wouldn't get the cards mixed up. That's what I did. Happy Mother's Day, so and so. Happy Mother's Day, Aunt so and so. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. So that way I would get them mixed up because it does happen, okay? But at this point, I have to just assume that you're just trolling us. I just have to assume it because and here's the sad thing, it's not funny. Because at the end of the day, we are talking about children and we're talking about emotions. And it's just not funny. It's just not funny. Why is he giving personalized messages? Sir, just drop the cash, sign your name, and keep it moving. Right. Okay. Okay. Has Nick always been this annoying? I always listen. I always felt like Nick Cannon was a cornball. I respected what I thought was the business side of him. I remember watching like it wasn't unsung, but it was something like an unsung type documentary on him years ago, back when he was still married to Mariah. Um, and I remember walking away from that having a lot of respect for him because it really got into his business side and all the different businesses and stuff like that. And I remember walking away with a lot of respect for him from that. Um, but yeah, he's always been a cornball to me though. Just like Will Smith. Like I like Will Smith, but Will Smith's always been a cornball to me. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but I put I, I put money on it. He didn't mess up Mariah's card, and he didn't. First of all, do y'all really think he sent Mariah a card? He probably sent Mariah a Birkin or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably sent Mariah a Birkin or something, child. Hey, everybody coming in, come on in the room, child. So I just had to say that because that's just some cornball shit. I just cannot. Uh oh, okay. Trying to read my own handwriting, child. Jonathan Majors rumor is that he is dating Megan Good. I don't think I believe this. I think maybe him and Megan Good have been hanging out. I think maybe him and Megan Good, maybe even are friends. I do not think that in the midst of the storm that he is in right now, that it's a good idea for him to be seen out here dating. And I think his PR team and her PR team will be on top of that. That's just my 2 cents. That's just my 2 cents. I don't think it's true. Do I think that they friends and maybe they've been seen out together? Yeah, possibly. But I think it's a great romance? I don't. I could be wrong, but that's just my 2 cents. I just don't think it's nothing. But I do think that Jonathan, you got bigger fish to fry, and I don't think that maybe you need. I think maybe you don't need to be worried about dating and focus on dating somebody. I think maybe you don't need to be worried about that. But I honestly don't feel like that's your. I don't really feel like that's your thing. Me personally, um, Megan, that's probably some dynamite you don't want to touch. I just feel like that's just the dynamite you don't want to touch. Me personally, you know. A lie, Megan is the filter to prove he likes black women. Megan will be here for anybody. Not she'll be here for anybody. But you know what? You're right, Jane. You're right. I agree with that. I agree with that. That's a good point. I think that's valid. If true, to do more damage to her career than his Sally. I agree. He's doing it just for aesthetics. I just think they leaked the story. I don't know if it's even true that they're dating. I do think that somebody leaked the story. I just don't think it's true. I just don't think it's true. You know what I'm saying? I do think somebody probably leaked the story though. I will say that somebody probably leaked the story. I just don't think the story is true. You know. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that child. I'm just dropping these things, okay? Uh let's get into all right, let me talk about I was going let me mention this what I want to say about Tasha K, and then we're gonna get into this Bravo tea because I got a lot of Bravo stuff. So let me get Tasha K out the way. I already talked about that. I already talked about that. Yeah. A lot of the rest of this is Bravo stuff, and then I got some we're gonna talk about that, and then I got a shit we didn't ask for. Okay, yeah, okay. Did they do a movie together? Not to my knowledge. And the last I read that Disney is looking into replacing him. Disney was holding out. They were trying to hold out and see how this thing played out. But last I heard, Disney was looking to replace him. If he lose that Universal money, baby, he is in trouble. Okay. Now let me talk about this Tasha K thing real quick, and this is just a real quick hit or miss. Man, y'all know. Listen. I'm gonna just let me just have a very transparent moment with y'all. There's 137 of y'all in the room. Let me have a very transparent moment with y'all. Okay. Listen, Tasha K makes good content, and I ain't gonna never say nothing different. All right. But I will be honest and tell you, I'm a little torn. I'm actually very torn. Tasha K, we know that Tasha K don't have no problem using the F word, which in my estimation is a homophobic slur. Period. There's no there's no pussyfooting around that. It is a slur, right? I have friends who are part of the LGBTQ community, specifically black men. I mean, black gay men, gay men. I ain't gonna say black gay men, but gay men, and it is absolutely a slur, right? It's kind of like using, nigga. Okay, um, if you hear, gay men calling each other that is between them, and that is not our business, and that is not a word that we should be using. Okay, period. If they call each other that, let them go. Go for it. That's their thing. I have heard Tasha K use that word multiple times. And she uses it with fidelity. Right? I have heard her use it multiple times. I know I have heard Tasha make statements that are very transphobic. When she was telling the story about um when she found out that her bank account was frozen, or that Cardi B was trying to get her bank account, whatever happened with the bank account, child. She talked about being on the beach and seeing a trans woman that she kept saying him, her. And I don't want to misquote her, but I feel like she said shim, but I know she misgendered. I know she misgendered the trans woman. I know she misgendered. So I say all that to say, fast forward to the situation with Derek, Monique, and Derek's sister, who is a trans woman. So Tasha K spoke to Elizabeth. Her name is Elizabeth. And Tasha K spoke to Elizabeth last week when all that Derek and Monique stuff was going on, did an interview with Elizabeth. And she asked Elizabeth, do you feel like you're wrong for fighting Monique's sisters? And Elizabeth, and I didn't necessarily agree with Elizabeth's answer, if I'm going to be fair. But Elizabeth basically said something to the effect of, no, because Monique's a big bitch, and I'm, that's she a big girl. So basically said that she ain't feel no kind of way about fighting a woman. I feel like that this is all conjecture on my point at this part, or at this point. This is all conjecture of shit. I don't know how I'm gonna say that. This is all conjecture on my part at this point. That's what I was trying to say. You would think I've been drinking, but I haven't. Child. I think Tasha K didn't like that answer. I think Tasha K felt some kind of way about that answer, and the fact that Elizabeth didn't have no problem having an altercation with the woman. This is my opinion. I don't know Tasha K. I ain't asked Tasha K. This is how I feel about it. This is how I feel about it. Tasha K proceeded to release Elizabeth's phone number. Now, what Tasha K did, and she gonna say it was an accident, but what she did was she was going through text messages, right? You know how you do, you have your receipts going through text messages. She was going through text messages, and then what she did was she held the phone like this. She held, you know how you read through your text messages, and most people don't turn it, once you show the messages, then you do like that or whatever. Who sits there with the phone turned in the opposite direction? So Elizabeth felt like Tasha K did it on purpose. Elizabeth felt like Tasha K purposely put her phone number out to dox her. I'm not gonna say she did or she didn't, because I can't tell you what the woman did, what her intent was. I can tell you that it looked weird the way she was holding the phone, but anybody could have got a screen grab and got her phone number, which is what they did, and they started, blowing up her phone. So then Tasha K posts on her social media. I'm gonna tell you because I took a screenshot of it, because I said, well, and I felt, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to talk about this or not, blah, blah, blah. But I said, no, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Where did I put it? When did she do it? Maybe I didn't take a screen grab of it. Hold on. Hold on. I thought I took a screenshot of it. Hold on. Maybe I didn't. Mm-mm. Hold on, real quick. Let me just see if I have it real quick. I thought I took a screen. I did. I'm about to say I thought I did. So this is what Tasha K puts on her Instagram. Now I'm reading what she wrote. Don't come at me. I'm reading it. She wrote, Monique from Love After Lockup calls Tasha K after her interview with Derek's trans brother. She said you can't tell her story. This is what Tasha K posts. And of course the comments were mixed. Some people were saying, why are you misgendering her, that she's a woman. Then of course there were other people who agree with Tasha K and were going along with the so forth. um of course Elizabeth went live and cussed Tasha K slam out. I'm not gonna play the live because child, she went slam off on Tasha K. But I just I'm torn because, and what I mean by I'm torn, I'm not torn about how I feel. Let's be clear, I'm not torn, but I'm torn about even discussing her because it's like it is clear that she has some, in my opinion, some homophobic tendencies, you know. And I feel like we, and myself included, I'm going to include myself in this statement. I feel that we overlook it for the content. You understand what I'm saying? So I just thought I would share that with you guys. I know that I'm waiting for her to drop this Lamore Whitehead situation, but I don't know, y'all. I'm very torn because I just feel like that was just unnecessary. Again, her using the F word is always unnecessary, but that was just unnecessary. That was very unnecessary. Um, why does she have to say trans brother when she's a woman? That's what I mean. I don't know. I don't know. But it's like she went out of her way to misgender this woman. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, this the same woman you've been talking to with no problem. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back on camera. This the same woman you've been talking to with no problem when she was giving you all the tea on what was going on with Monique and Derek. You ain't had no problem interviewing her and talking to her. And I know you never misgendered her to her face because she the type that would have checked you in the moment. She would have checked you in the moment. Had you misgendered her, you would have checked. Am I using homosexual tendencies correctly? I believe I am. Do you believe I'm not? How do you feel I'm using them incorrectly? You tell me how you feel I'm using them incorrectly, but I believe I'm using them correctly, yes. Um so yeah, it was, I don't know, like I said, I'm sort of, I feel like Elizabeth is definitely the person that would have checked her in the moment. So I feel like she never did it to her face and when they were good. But for whatever reason, she put this woman's phone number now. I mean, put this woman's phone number out, and then decided, doesn't that mean she has homosexual ways? No, I said homophobic, meaning that she's anti gay. Homosexual ways means if I said that she had some homosexual tendencies, then yes, I would be saying that I felt like she's gay or that she acts gay or like a lesbian. But when I say homophobic tendencies, I'm saying that she has some ways about her that are anti uh, gay community. That's yeah. I feel like I'm using it correctly. Yeah. Hey Phil, what's up, my love? So that's just my 2 cents on that. I just threw that out there because it bothered me, and it is bothering me, and I am sort of wrestling with it. I'm being real with you. I'm being real honest with you. I'm wrestling with it. So yeah, I wish this world was this caring when it came to black women. I just think it's two different issues. Virgin love. Respect is respect. I feel like I agree. Do we not respect black women in this country? I agree. We don't. Black women are the most disrespected group in. I'm gonna definitely say the United States. I agree, but I think it's two different issues. I really hate when we compare one issue to another issue. I really hate that because it's two different issues. In my opinion. I mean, I can't tell you how to feel, love. But in my opinion, it's two different issues. It's two different issues. Um, but yeah. So anyway, we're gonna move on from that. I just thought I would throw it out there, child. I throw it out there. Now I got some Bravo tea, honey. I got a bunch of Bravo tea to share with y'all. So let me start with I'm gonna start with that's one of the things that I'm definitely gonna look into. That's definitely things I'm gonna look into. Um, honestly. Yep, honestly. Now, first of all, happy birthday, Janet Jackson. Y'all, I'm regretting. I felt a little. A couple of my coworkers went to the Janet Jackson show this weekend, and they was talking about it. El Teddy went, Abby went. I feel it. I'm starting to wish. I'm starting to wish I had gone now, y'all. I'm starting to wish I had went on and just got my ticket and went to the show. I'm starting to feel like Scotty. I know, right? I said Scotty will see that I'm live, child. He'll see that I'm live. I'll call you when I get off here, boo thing. Um, so Andy Cohen has dropped another book, child. He done dropped another book. And y'all know, as with all of his books, he drops little tidbits. He drops little tidbits. So I screenshotted some of the tidbits that have been dropping. Um I only I only worried about the ones of the people we care about, child. I only worried about the ones of the people we cared about, or the franchises that we cared about. So let me read y'all what I got. Um Here we go. So these are some of the tidbits from his book as it relates to housewives gossip. So let me see what order. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, Crystal. Hold on, y'all. Let me go. Let me hold on. I didn't do what I thought I did. Hold on. Let me go. Oh boy. Here it is, right here. Okay. Okay. So here is some of the stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. Here's some of the stuff. Um, right. I ain't reading the whole book, but we're gonna talk about some of the highlights, child. He said that Wendy Williams called him personally to pitch herself on the Real Housewives of New York. He said they would have gladly taken her a few years earlier, but didn't think it was a good idea with her newfound mental health struggles. Um, I heard this rumor before. This isn't the first time I heard this. That um, what's up, T Lounge? This isn't the first time I heard this. That Real Housewives. I mean that Wendy Williams was trying to get on the Real Housewives. This isn't the first time I heard this, and this was like post show. This was after she came off the show, whatever. It was Andy's idea to split the Real Housewives in New York up, and he pitched the two shows to executives, but still dreaded telling the fans and the women the news. He knows how much everyone loved Real Housewives of New York. Now, to be honest, I don't care. I never really watched it. I don't care about New York. And I'm probably not gonna watch Legacy or the reboot. I just don't think I am. I might give it an episode or two. Y'all know I'll try to give it an episode or two, but honestly, y'all, I just don't think I'm gonna watch it. He first approached Bethany about Legacy, but she didn't understand the point of the show. However, she did seem open to it and told him to make him an offer she couldn't refuse. He then insinuates that she's two faced for publicity, bad mouthing the show the day after it got announced when she was asked for an offer to do it the day before. Doesn't like Bethany trashing the housewives in general. Well, we know that Bethany, I did, Tracy. We know that Bethany definitely be talking stone cold ish about the housewives child. And I can't do Bethany. I'm gonna skip over he didn't write anything about the Ebony and Ramona human resources investigation. They said he skipped over that altogether. And that's pretty much all I cared about as it related to New York, because y'all know I don't care about New York. Beverly Hills. Let's talk about the Beverly Hills tea he dropped. He hates that season 12 was all about Kathy drama that happened off camera, and he didn't want Renna to turn it into the main storyline of the season. He was really upset that that whole Kathy Hilton situation happened because there was no footage of it. And remember, we kept saying we didn't believe that there was no footage, but I guess there really wasn't. And he hated the fact that Renna created this story, made it the story because there was nothing there. He hates the constant links with Beverly Hills leaks. Excuse me. He hates that stuff is constantly leaking. But Renna keeps swearing that it's not her. Well, we're gonna find out this season, aren't we? If the leaks stop or at least slow down considerably, then we'll know that the leaks were coming from Renna, won't we? Hates the toxicity of the fans on social media, but admits their unhappiness with the season kept him up at night. He hates Diana for not showing up to the reunion when she had so much to answer for. He didn't understand at all and now holds the distinction of being the only housewife in history he's never even met. So she's never done Watch What Happens Live. She ain't done BravoCon. She didn't come to the reunion. He has never met Diana Jenkins. Sidebar, Diana Jenkins has dropped that bullshit lawsuit that she filed to find out who the bots were that threatened Garcelle's son. Girl, because they was you anyway. Feels like he totally shit the bed on season 12 reunion by not being tough enough on the Fox Force or not asking enough follow-up questions. He said Garcelle was especially stressed before the reunion and that she texted him after to tell him how disappointed she was and how it went. hmm The season 12 reunion, um, wait a minute. Renna texted him in the middle of the night after the season 12 reunion saying she's officially leaving the show. He texted her back and says that feels right. Then he found out weeks later from his team that Renna took it all back and wasn't planning on quitting after all. He said he wished she would have left on a high note, but also calls her departure a pause and alludes to her returning down the road. So she was mad after the reunion. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Angela, excuse me. Um, so she quit after the reunion, but then after she calmed down, she tried to change her mind, child. She tried to change her mind. Couldn't believe that people thought Dorit's home invasion was faked. He said that Dorit is not that good of an actress to pull it off. Hey Xavier, hey Boo. Hey Janae, hey everybody coming in. April, everybody coming in. Producers were courting Leslie Grossman to become a housewife, and Andy didn't even know about it, child. He talks about the OC, child. I don't watch the OC. I don't care about the OC. I don't know these people. So he did say that Vicky cried to him after finding out that Tamara was coming back and had to pull out of Watch What Happens Live for the announcement because she wouldn't stay composed. But later she did do the show and wound up being sweet and supportive of Tamara, which made Andy I guess emotional. Meanwhile, the whole crew was masked up because of Vicky's anti-vax status. All right, New Jersey. Here's some of the stuff they wrote about New Jersey. Never saw anyone get as drunk on Watch What Happens Live as Jennifer Aiden did in early 2022. Yeah, y'all know they've been talking about Jennifer Aiden being a drunk child. Season 12 reunion was the most exhausting ever. He thought Teresa seemed over the show at that point. She talked to him off camera about wanting off of Housewives for a few years. Mentions several times he thought that season 13 would be her last season. I think this could probably be Teresa's last season. I can agree with him on that. They really wanted Caroline Manzo back for season 13 because she was still chomping at the bit to take Teresa down. But he knew that they'd never agree on a contract for Caroline because she wanted too much money. He ran the Caroline Mansell idea by Teresa, and she said she would never film with her. He begged her to at least let them go through the negotiation process. He really likes Jackie and didn't want to see her demoted. Said she had the greatest attitude about it, and she told him she'd be the greatest friend of in the history of the show. Teresa called Ramona low class off camera after her wedding invitation leak. Remember, Ramona told everybody where Teresa's wedding was, child. Matt Rogers, I don't know who that is, um, did a huge anti Gia Judice rant on Watch What Happens Live that they had to cut from airing because Andy didn't want it to look like an attack on a kid. Listen, when the kids start having green screens, then they leave themselves open to scrutiny. That's my opinion. Whatever. Kathy Wilkie, that she must be before my time, sent him tons of gifts for Lucy when she was born, despite not having talked to her in many years. Okay, let's hear what he had to say about Atlanta. He thought that early season 13 was subpar and prayed that the season would get better. Sheree's original tagline for season 14 was "There's there's no greater OG than she." She hated it and demanded a redo. Thought Marlo did too much on season 14. She's walking around on the show with an AK-47 and randomly firing at people. He thought that season 12 and 13 reunion were terrible, but he loved the season 14. I know that season 12 reunion when they was in the dungeon, when they were supposed to be in the dominatrix outfits, that reunion was horrible. He thought Marlo stole the show after they did a full 90 minutes about her past and present, but much of it did not air. On his fallout with Nene, Jonathan, if you still in here, I want you to hear this and I want you to hear this good. On his fallout with Nene, he says the following: "What a sad end to a relationship with someone I adored and put on a pedestal for years. The door is closed." Jonathan, did you hear that? Andy said the door is closed. He said the day after Nene's racial discrimination lawsuit dropped, Amy Sedaris showed up on the set of Watch What Happens Live and yelled racist at him as a joke. Well, first of all, I don't find that to be a joke, but he said the door is closed. All right, Salt Lake City, we almost done. Salt Lake City, no real opinion on Jenny's Facebook gate after, other than that he was upset that conservative media were all going after Andy for firing her based on her politics. Apparently, John Mayer confronted him about it. So he said that the conservative people came after him because she got fired, but he didn't really speak to what she said. He didn't think that he did a good job on the season 2 reunion. He hated Jen Shaw's performance. Thinks she tried to deflect and blame her crimes on racism. Very bummed that Mary didn't attend the and the Maloff rule meant she had to be fired because of it. So remember, Adrienne Maloff, after she didn't show up for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, she immediately had to be fired. I mean, she was fired, and so that sort of set the precedent that if you don't come to the reunion, you can't come back. Remember, Lisa Vanderpump didn't show up for the reunion. Lisa Vanderpump actually stopped filming. She quit mid-season, and then she didn't show up for the reunion. And he said that same thing happened with Mary. Okay. He was disappointed at the season 3 reunion as well. He thought Jen's absence would allow Heather and Meredith to be more honest and outspoken with their opinions, but it just didn't happen. He admits that he totally lost it at Meredith for not having stronger feelings about Jen's crimes. Furious at Jen for lying all through season 3 about her innocence, but Bravo still had to try and play nice with her and try to score a one-on-one interview before her sentencing. Begrudgingly admits that she was great for the show and admires her relentlessness and optimism. He clearly doesn't like her though. Furious at Jen. Oh, I just read that. Jen bought a bunch of crazy expensive gifts for Lucy that Andy was worried was paid with from the stolen money from her victims, and that his whole office was worried that the government was gonna come and take him back. I said, now I can understand you being worried about how she paid for it, but y'all ain't nobody coming to take that shit back. He spoke on the Ultimate Girls Trip. He said that season 3 casting process was a mess. Sounds like there were multiple dropouts at the last minute. Um, he says they went to Garcelle at the last minute, but she didn't get back to them in time. Then they went to Shannon, who was unavailable. Finally, they landed Portia at the very last second. Leia was also an alternate. Um, Alexis and Megan King wanted on wanted on and were in the running, but production passed on them. For season 4, Camille and Gretchen accepted immediately. Sounds like they were the first ones cast. Caroline Manzo was a last minute addition. No mention of why there were so many repeats from season 2. Well, hell, they just announced season 5, and it's a whole bunch of repeats from season 5. So I don't know. Okay, all right. I think that was the last thing. Okay, no, he's. Let me give you a few tidbits about BravoCon. Louis refused to be a part of the performance medley until the last second, and then it was too late. He hated that Renna got booed, but thought that she handled it well. They all thought she was going to pull some huge stunt after making veiled threats about the show. Told a joke on stage about Giselle's fashion sense, and she ended up being really offended. They had to cut for TV. She also they had to cut a joke about Renna being Michael Myers. Ooh, that wouldn't have been funny. Giselle, you got mad that Andy made a joke about your fashion sense or your lack thereof. Girl, bye. They said he said very little about Miami other than that they're happy with the cast. Before the season 7, before Potomac season 7 reunion, they reached out to Zooey. Is it Zoo? How am I saying it right? Ziwe. Am I saying her name right? They reached out to her to be a part of the colorism conversation. So remember, a lot of people felt like they should have brought somebody else in, brought an outsider in to talk about colorism. It looks like they did. They did reach out to somebody. Okay. He had a lot of notes on Dubai when it was in editing. Admits it's hard launching a new city and making the women stand out. He thinks that Chanel and Stansberry are the clear stars of the show. Z-Way, thank you. So they reached out to her to be a part of the colorism conversation. It doesn't say what happened, doesn't say why she didn't do it, doesn't say that whether they reached out to anybody else or not. I don't know, child. All right. So those are my Real Housewives. That well, I had one last Real Housewives story. That was a lot of the tea child. Um, Garcelle's son, who was down over to the Vanderpump Rules, his ex-wife, I guess soon to be ex-wife, just presented him with papers for child support. Allegedly, he has not paid child support in 2 years, honey. He better get them Bravo checks going. He better get them Bravo checks moving. Okay, Z Way would have been good. She's a comedian, so she would have kept it all light. Yeah, Jizzy looked good on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Okay. They said the cast didn't approve. Oh, that's right. They did say they voted. And Candace was outvoted because Candace did want an outsider. Candace did want an outsider, but she was outvoted. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Thank you, Xavier, for reminding me. Yeah, honey, for 2 years. Let me read it to y'all. Vanderpump, first of all, they call him Vanderpump Rules star. I don't know how he's a star. He only been on there one season. I don't even watch Vanderpump Rules, but even if he was a major part of this season, I don't know if that makes him an automatic star of the show, but okay. Vanderpump Rules star Oliver Saunders has been hit with a court case demanding he pays monthly child support to his estranged wife, Samantha. Oliver filed for divorce from Samantha on September the 14th. According to reports, he told the court there is no possibility of reconciliation. Oliver's mother is Garcelle Bouvoir. In his divorce filing, he noted during the course of said marriage, the taste, mental disposition, views, likes, and dislikes of Oliver and Samantha have become so widely divergent that the parties have become incompatible in marriage to such an extent. Wait a minute, I think I'm reading the wrong article, child. No, I'm reading the right article. They just got to go through the whole background. Okay, child. Oliver Samantha, according to court documents, because they try to give us the whole history. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online back in July 2022, the state of Nevada, blah blah blah, Welfare and Supportive Services filed a legal case on behalf of Samantha against Oliver for child support. The filing said that Oliver was the father to a son named Oliver, born in February of 2020. The mother of the child is Oliver's estranged wife, Samantha. In the filing, NDWSS accused him of owing back child support from January 1 of 2020 through July 21st of 2020. You are required to pay the arrearage debt in full. So I have a question. If they were still living as husband and wife, how he owed child support? Maybe they were separated. What y'all think? Y'all think they were already separated by then? Because how can he owe child support if they was together? If they didn't separate it, well, I take that back. It didn't say when they separated. It said when he filed for divorce. So maybe they were already separated. Yeah, Xavier, that was the same. Xavier, can you stop cussing in the chat, please? Yes, though that's the same son. He has been taking care of the boy. This is probably making it formal. Okay. Yeah, if you're legally separated, then yeah, I know that it can kick in. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they were legally separated. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. No problem. No problem. But anyway, yeah, so child, they said that he owe a 2 year arrearage. Arrearage. Okay. Now, before we get into these last two stories, I do have a shit we did not ask for. Now, it's 195 people in this chat. First of all, I hope the likes are matching the people in the chat. I hope we have about 170 likes. If we don't, they said they were separated, but the wife lied on the show and said they were still together. Child, because he was down to the Vanderpump Rules having an affair damn self, wasn't he? Um, we have a shit we did not ask for. Now, if you are new here, that is a segment we do here called Stuff We Did Not Ask For or Shit We Did Not Ask For. Oh, we good with the likes. Yeah, thank y'all. But keep hitting the like button if you haven't hit it, though. We had 164 out of 195 people, but keep hitting the button. Um, if you are a member, you know you have your emojis. But if you are not a member, you can still play along, and this is how you can play the game. I'm going to tell you about something or probably show you a picture of it as well. And it's a one if it's something that you would want or that you probably asked for. It's a two if it's something that you did not want and did not ask for. And it's a three if it's a hell no. One if it's a yes, two if it's a no, and three if it's a hell no. Okay? Y'all ready? All right, get you ready. Y'all eating ketchup and mustard Doritos? We have tangy ketchup and hot mustard. Tangy ketchup and hot mustard. Now, the hot mustard one might not be that bad, but the tangy ketchup, hmm, I don't know. If I saw this on the shelf, I probably would not buy it. But if I were at like a cookout or at a get together and somebody had it, I might try to check it out. Hey, Miss Really B, I'm your biggest supporter in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Well, thank you, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, the hot mustard one I would probably try. I would probably try the mustard one. I ain't gonna lie. The ketchup, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't do mustard or ketchup. Well, then I can understand that. If you don't do mustard or ketchup, child, then I definitely understand that, honey. All right, y'all. Go ahead and vote in the chat. One, two, or three. All right. Last two stories of the night. Um, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, Edwina, we were just talking about the new the Doritos, the tangy ketchup and the hot mustard. Jamie Foxx, come! I need you to come on down to the front, sir. Please, please come. Come down to the front, sir. I defended you to the people last week. I told the people last week that you're not obligated to tell us your business, huh? I defended you. Now I said that I felt like your PR people handled this all wrong, but I defended you, sir. I defended you. Even though I did say that your PR people handled this wrong. But I need you to come here. Jamie, come here. First, we get a text, Instagram post from your daughter saying that you were sick. Prayers and sorrows, prayers and sorrows. What was it? Tears and sorrows, whatever. Then all of these crazy stories are all over the place. Are all over the place. One minute you're doing better. The next minute you're on death's door. One minute the rumor you got out the hospital. The next minute all your celebrity friends are sending prayer emojis and asking for us to pray for Jamie. I was waiting for somebody to say let's go on a fast or something. Yeah, it was just one or the other or the one, and we was all fucking confused. Then Torre drops down and B. Scott picks it up and says that basically they have prepared the family for the worst, that you about to be out of here. That is what they told us. They said that they have prepared your family for the worst. And then here come your daughter again saying that is so sick. What people would say. Why would they say that about my father? He's doing better. He's been out of the hospital for weeks. He was just playing pickleball. Don't nobody even know what the pickleball is. But Jamie was playing it. Then you say, stay tuned. We're going to be making a big announcement. So we did. We stayed tuned. You announced that y'all are going to be joint co-hosting a game show this summer. Mind you, last week they just replaced him on his own damn show, Kahoot. Kaboom, Kahoot, not Shazam. I done made up a name. Kahoot, Shazam. That's Jamie's show. He's the executive producer and creator. He got replaced on his own damn show last week, but he want to be on a whole new show this summer. Then TMZ, and let me tell you something. If I don't believe nobody else, I believe TMZ. If I don't believe nobody else, I believe TMZ. Now TMZ said we done found Jamie Foxx. He is in Chicago at a very elite, high-end rehab for his stroke. How the fuck Jamie get from Atlanta to Chicago and ain't nobody know nothing about him? How Jamie Foxx, did they airlift him? Did they fly him private? How? Because I know they didn't drive him in no ambulance from Atlanta to Chicago. You mean to tell me that Jamie Foxx left a whole hospital and flew and went to another hospital and did nobody know nothing? You check on it, Phil. Phil say he going to Chicago. Uh, he going to Chicago. He gonna check it out. Jamie owns a pickleball paddle company. Oh, well, that makes sense, Dollface, because then you get everybody asking. I mean, I know what pickleball is. I'm being funny, but you have everybody asking, "What's pickleball? What's pickleball? What's pickleball?" And then they end up buying the pickleball paddles. Oh, okay, I see the play. I see the play with the pickleball statement. But listen, Jamie, and I have loved. Let me say, I have always loved Jamie Foxx. I've been a Jamie Foxx fan since he was on The Living Color. Okay, I love Jamie Foxx. Okay, but Jamie, we sick of this. Thank you, thank you, Sonya. Jamie, we sick of this shit. Now I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Now I like you, Jamie, and I defended you. I did, but we are sick of this, sir. I need you to make a 10-second. That's all you need. I need you to come down to the Instagram, wave to the people, and say, "Hey, I appreciate the concern. I'm doing better." That's it. That's it. Until I see Jamie Foxx and I see that the timestamp is dated May whatever of 2023, I ain't believing nothing nobody's saying except for TMZ. I believe he in Chicago. TMZ. I believe he's at a rehab. Notice I'm gonna say that in air quotes. He's at a rehab center in Chicago. Put that in air quotes. Because y'all know what we talked about on the members only live. Y'all know what I told y'all in members only. What I think is going on. Now I told y'all, if you a member and you ain't see it, go to the Mother's Day live I did on Sunday. Go to the end. Go to the end. Because we was on there for about an hour and a half. Go to like the last 30 minutes. And I told y'all what I thought was going down with the Jamie Foxx situation. Now that's just my 2 cents. Now I don't know nothing. I don't know that man personally. Do I teach in the summer? Hell no. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. I am not. Tracy, you sent me the whole live. Hold on. You know what? I was gonna talk about it. Hold on. I have to watch it when I can dissect because Spice she's has that heavy Jamaican dialect and sometimes I gotta listen really carefully when she's talking, child. But I will talk about. I'll touch on that before I get on to this last story. I will. I forgot all about it. Thank you for reminding me. Did I even write it on my note? I ain't even write it on my list, child. I ain't even write it on my list. So that's why I forgot about it. If it ain't on my list, if it don't make my list, then I'll be forgetting. Um, but we'll talk about you know, so anyway, that's all I got to say about Jamie Foxx. I'll keep y'all updated. But at this point, I just need to see, I need a video. And honestly, y'all, I think one or two things it is. I think it's one or two things. Either he really did have a stroke and his rehab it's worse than what they want us to believe it is. Um, or he was in rehab for something else. I'm just saying. I just want us to remember we did the same thing for Kelly Price and it was all for nothing. I don't believe that either. I believe Kelly. No, I do believe it was something. I just believe that Kelly Price covered it up. I believe it was something. I got my thoughts on the Kelly Price thing too. I believe it's exactly what I believe that Kelly Price went MIA. I believe Kelly Price didn't tell her family nothing. Kelly Price said that she had the Roni wrong, and then nobody hear from her. Well, when you literally just came out of a whole pandemic where millions of people died, you need to let people know what's going on with you. And I do think that Kelly Price was I think it was something there. I just think that she came back and was like, I'm good. I need my HIPAA violators to be on their job. Listen, Morgan. Listen, I'm not encouraging anybody to violate HIPAA, but I am saying if anybody work at that clinic, just blink twice. That's all I'm saying. Somebody work at that clinic, just blink twice. That's it. Now I'm starting rumors. If it had been drugs, we would have heard about it by now. You believe that? Okay, girl. I'm glad you believe that we would have heard about it by now. Okay. I did not say Jamie was on nothing. That ain't what I said. Don't now see. I see y'all saying that in the chat. I did not say that Jamie was on nothing. I just said that that Jamie was in rehab, but it might not be the type of rehab that they said it was. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say what. I didn't say what. I just said listen. Y'all know what I'm saying. Don't be putting words. Y'all know what I had said. We did hear that Jamie had a drug issue at some point, allegedly. That's like, yeah, it does eventually get out. It does eventually get out. Listen, go to my live. I told y'all the other day how I think this whole thing need to go down. But anyway, when I saw that yesterday, I said, Jeremy, stop playing with me, playing with my emotions. Well, I will say this: rumors have been out there about Jamie Foxx having um, liking to indulge. I'm gonna leave it at that. Those rumors have been out there. Now, just because the rumors out there don't make the rumors true. I agree. Rumors don't equal true information. I agree with that. But I just want y'all to know that the rumors have been out there. It ain't like I'm pulling this shit out my ass. Okay. The rumors have been out there. Okay. I'm not making it up. Okay. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now listen, I had quit on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had quit on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because I felt like the last couple of seasons have just been very lackluster, been very predictable, very overproduced. The storylines were not holding my attention. All of these things, right? Recycled storylines. Like, how many times are we going to replay the Carly Jock situation? How many times are we going to exploit the fact that Jock a hoe? I mean, Rashida and Kirk, who cares? Yandy and Mendices, who cares? Erica and Safari, you broke up, who cares? You know, um, so it got to a point where I didn't care, and I told y'all I still love doing my reviews and I'm going to continue to review shows that I want to talk about. But when it gets to a point, I used to feel obligated to finish shows even with the show, even if it irked me and I didn't want to do it. But I just no longer feel that, and I hate it. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize in advance to you guys because I know I have quit on shows. Basketball wise, yeah, I know I have quit on shows, but I can't. Can I just be real with y'all for a minute? Can I just call a thing a thing? It's 290 y'all in the room. I'm just gonna call a thing a thing. Look, my reviews don't get that many views for me to suffer through the show. I'm gonna just call a thing a thing. Hey, Mickey G, how you doing? I'm gonna just call a thing. If I was one of those channels where my reviews got 10,000 views, I would feel obligated to keep doing a show for y'all. Because I'm like, well, shit, 10,000 people are watching my views. Hell, if I even got 2,000 views on my reviews, I would keep watching them. I would keep doing it. But when I do a review of a show and it ain't but 500 people watching it, then I'm just gonna watch what I review. I mean, I'm just gonna review what I enjoy reviewing, and get on board. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say this: I might have to come back to Love and Hip Hop because there seems to be some very interesting, maybe they fake or not, but there seems to be some very interesting storylines going on down to the Love and Hip Hop, right? We have Mama D and Suki fighting. Okay, we got the fake relationship between Amara La Negra and Safari, because I don't believe that bullshit. We got the Bambi, Erica Dixon, who is back this season. We got the Bambi, Erica Dixon, Mama D, Scrappy situation, right? We got some storylines that I might care about. I might care about. And then today, Spice then went down to her Instagram talking ish about Erica Mena. Now, Tracy sent me the live, and I'm gonna watch it when I get off of here. It's about 12 minutes long. I'll probably end up screen recording it and send it back to y'all. I'll probably screen record it and post it. Um, um, but I'm gonna just read y'all some of what she said though. This is what she posted on her Instagram. This is what she posted on her Instagram. She said, "You flipping tables to try to get scenes is weak as fuck. You scared mother." They bleeped it out, so I'm gonna assume you can insert whatever word you want to there. "You couldn't even talk to me because you know I got all of your little dark secrets. Hashtag Erica Mena. You jealous of me so bad, B. You fake AF. And guess what? You still gonna eat your heart out because it's still Bambi season, not yours." Okay. Then she said, "Big," they blanked it out, but I saw an unedited one and it say big pussy. Big pussy. "Erica, you trying to blame everyone for what Safari doing to you, but can't blame your damn self. Bitch. You lose them how you get them. Go suck your mother. Safari is your karma." Now I'm gonna listen to this live. I'm gonna screen record it and I'm gonna post it so y'all can get it if y'all didn't get it. But y'all can probably just go to her Instagram. I'm gonna see what she mad about. Now I don't know what Erica did to her to set her off, honey, but we're gonna find out. So I don't know, y'all. The season premieres next month. They're doing a good job, in my opinion, of making us care. Because honestly, the last two seasons for me have just been blah. It's been real blah for me. So y'all, I may give y'all, I'm gonna watch the first episode and then I'll let y'all know. Oh, and we got Sierra breaking up with her boyfriend and exposing him. So we got some stuff going on down to the love and hip hop. We got some stuff going on down to the love and hip hop, y'all. Child. Now let's get to this last story. This is the last story tonight. Let me give y'all an update on the YSL. What's up, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa? What's up? Mwah. Uh, let's get to this last story. Let me give y'all the update on the YSL. So, one thing on the YSL situation, I like Sierra too, and I wish that Sierra loved herself. I hate all the plastic surgery because I think she's a beautiful girl and she doesn't need all of that. She's done, she's just done a lot of plastic surgery, y'all. But I like Sierra, I do, and Sierra definitely knows how to get a bag. I can't even front. Sierra knows how to get a bag. That's the truth. So first of all, we know that Young Thug had to be rushed to the hospital. I think twice this week, or he was sick twice this week, or something like that. Child, with some mysterious illness that the hospital sent him back both times and was like, "Ain't nothing wrong with this boy." The hospital was like, "Ain't nothing wrong with him." But coincidentally, he has another bond hearing tomorrow where he's requested bond. And part of the reason why he's requesting bond is that his attorneys are saying that, they fear for his health. They fear for his health, y'all. So I thought that was very coinkydink that all of a sudden you having all of these health scares right before you going up for bond on health. But what is more interesting in this update to the YSL case is, baby, they have now dropped the transcript from Gunna's uh plea allocution. Is that the right term? Is allocution the right term for a plea deal? I'm not sure. And the judge actually allowed cell phone video to be taken. Now, Gunna's lawyer objected, as he should have, but it don't matter. The judge said that they could do it. So I'm gonna read y'all directly from the transcript. Now, remember, originally his lawyer was like, Gunna didn't snitch. He didn't tell on nobody. He just, he did admit that YSL was a gang, but he ain't tell no secrets. He didn't tell no details because allegedly Gunna don't know no details. He just was making music. He just a rapper. He didn't do nothing wrong. That's what they saying, people. That's what they saying. Now let me read y'all these transcripts. It's not the whole thing. It's just some highlights. Okay. Mr. Winnie, that's Gunna's judge. Your Honor, no, I'm sorry, this is the person that was recording. Your Honor, you did say I could record. The court says, say again. he said, "You did say I could record." The court said, "I said record. Are you going to video record this? Audio record it? What do you want to do?" Mr. Winnie said, "Both." The court says, "All right, just does that answer your question, Mr. Sadal?" Now, Mr. Sadal is Gunner's attorney. He said, "I object. Sorry. I object to the video. I don't believe they comply with Rule 22. I don't know how the clerk normally deals with oral recordings. I understand that the only oral recording without a court order would be from the court reporter herself or himself." But child, the judge said he could record. Now, let me read. I'm just gonna read through it. I'm not gonna keep saying he said, he said, he said. I'm just gonna read through what it says, because child, I ain't trying to do all that. Okay. Okay. For example, your guilty plea may affect your right. They're asking him, "Do you understand what a guilty plea is?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "For example, your guilty plea may affect." I'm not going to go through all this. They just said, "Do you understand it'll affect your right to vote? It could affect your right to do this, your right to do that, blah, blah, blah." He said, "Yes, yes, yes" to all of that. Here's the good stuff. Here's the good stuff. Your Honor, the factual basis. I'm sorry, because they got watermarks all through this, y'all. Child, I can't read this small writing. The factual basis for this plea is as follows. If the case were to go to trial, the state expects that the evidence will prove beyond a reasonable doubt that YSL is a criminal street gang that began in late 2012 in the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta. That the YSL founders being named parties in this indictment include Jeffrey Williams, that's Young Thug, and Walter Murphy and Travanchus Stevens. Child, I don't know what his mama named him, but okay. That YSL associates use a variety of identifiers, including colors, clothing, tattoos, and hand signs, as well as verbal and written identifiers. That YSL claims affiliations with a national gang, and that their associates often wear clothing with the letters YSL, the word slime, and that they wear pendants displaying the letters YSL or the word slacks. The most common YSL colors being red for blood and green for slime. The state expects the evidence will further show that the defendant unlawfully conspired with other members of the enterprise YSL that are named in this indictment to further the goals of the enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activities. Specifically, in this case, one named defendant, the evidence will show, frequently reached out to the defendant after committing criminal acts. The named defendant, okay, cut it off right there. Then it said, "Do you agree that you will commit no criminal acts? You understand, blah, blah, blah. Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge the statements are truthful." Okay. Question: I became affiliated with YSS around 2017. Is that true? Yes, ma'am. YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL committed crimes in the furtherance of the gang. Yes, ma'am. You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present. Along, well, that just you said that twice. Along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamine, and a firearm were present. Yes, ma'am. Now that's just an excerpt of what's in his indictment. Baby, listen. I don't know what everybody else's definition of snitch is. I mean, y'all can take that as y'all want. But the full transcript is out there. I mean, I don't have a link for it, but it is available. I guess if you can Google the right places and find it. The full transcript of his, I guess that's the right term is allocution, is out there. he admitted that Young Thug is one of the founders. He admitted that it's not just a record label, but it is also a criminal organization, which is the whole RICO. He admitted that he was a part, that not that he participated, but that he had knowledge of the illegal activities of the gang side of YSL. Child. Tracy, don't do that. Child. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, let me get ready to get out of here. Child, I'm behind on these reviews and I gotta get my pack and stuff together. This would be a good transcript to rent out. It would, Pam. Listen, get a copy of the full transcript and pull together the ensemble. Me and Thais. You know, that would be a good and scene. That would be a good one. Mm-hmm. That would be a good one to reenact. I was thinking about you too when I was reading. I said, Pam need to get this whole thing. Pam need to go over this whole thing on her channel, honey. Went from being rich and comfortable to now being on trial. Jay Morant will be a good new selling child. That fool. Oh, he's so, and it's sad but funny at the same time. I mean, people are calling him just dumb. All right, y'all, I'm about to get out of here so that like I said, I got some stuff I got to get done. This is also a long week at work because graduation is next week, and so I've been working late every day. Well, late for me. I normally get off work at 3:20. But I haven't been leaving. I haven't left work before. I didn't leave. I left work after 5 yesterday and today, and so for me that's late. I know for the rest of y'all, a lot of people get off work at 5 o'clock, but that's a whole, almost 2 hours after I get off. I ain't used to being at work that long, child. So I'm tired. So I'm gonna try to get some reviews out tonight and pack. Well, I think I know what I'm packing. Like mentally, I know what I'm taking. So it's just a matter of putting it in there and making sure everything is clean. That so if I need to wash some clothes, I can put a load of clothes in tonight. I think everything I want to take is I'm taking mostly summer spring stuff, and I haven't been wearing a lot of that since the temperatures have been up and down. So I think most of what I want to take is clean. Y'all will be proud of me. I resisted the urge to go buy something. I resisted the urge to go buy something. Usually, you know how you going somewhere and you be like, oh, I'm gonna buy me an outfit. I resisted the urge. I said, I'm not. I was like, you got plenty of damn clothes. You got plenty of clothes up there. Do not go and buy nothing. So up at this point, I ain't bought nothing. I think I might take a walk through Ashley Stewart tomorrow though. But I ain't bought nothing yet because I feel like I have everything I need. I have the shoes that I think I have everything I need. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, you guys. Thank y'all for being here. If you have not hit that like button, please hit the like button on your way out the door. If you are new to the channel and you are just finding us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Y'all know here all the time we act the fool. That's what we do. Okay. I don't know. I should be back tomorrow. We should be back tomorrow. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Peace. Oh, did I freeze? Oh, I didn't freeze. Okay. Stupid computer.